Basic Kawaii eyes. Haven't done this for a while. You could do this with lens or without lens if you want. But to be Ulzzang, a true Ulzzang, you have to wear lens, so maybe think about that. Okay, it's plain face, moisturized, and primed, and you want to set that primer with any translucent powder you have. This is the one I have. Actually, it's setting powder, but we're going to try to get away with it. We're going to dust some of that off and leave that on, no matter how crazy you look. I like to shape my brows with some concealer, and we're going to conceal our pigmentation, hyperpigmentation. There's different meanings or definitions for that, but for me, it's the darkest parts of my skin, uneven skin. Use your favorite foundation, your summer foundation, light foundation, and buff that in with a brush if you have one, because if you use a sponge, it will take it all up. Cream blush because it makes you look more dewy and everything. With Korean makeup, it's more dewy than dry. So we're going to go a little dewy and then kind of buff that out a little bit with some powder later. I like to put some on my nose because that's how I am. And I'm setting that cream with some blush in itself. I'm also dabbing it on with some powder, kind of like that look. It's still kind of dewy looking. We're going to conceal the eyes or put on some eye base. I like to conceal the eyes because it makes my eyes a little bit more even and it shows up a little bit more. And we're going to wash that with whatever that same base is or color is to keep the brightness of it. And we want to do that for dark skin because with these kind of colors, you know, light pink and sheer pink doesn't really show on our dark skin, so we really need that base for dark skin. Lighter skin, I don't think you need to do this because you have a light skin that could show all this, but with dark skin, I remember doing this back in the day, it would just blend into the skin and you'll never see this bright pink as you see it now. So in the corners I use a light pink, and this middle part I'm using a more glittery, you know, more concentrated color, and I'm mixing this fuchsia into that middle piece to bring it out more and to blend it into each other. With Japanese and Korean makeup, it's usually light colors applied with your fingers, which is why I'm using this brush. It's kind of finger-like, and it's more like a wash of colors, but intense in the middle, and that's what I'm trying to imitate here. With Korean makeup, I always wanted to do that when I was a young makeup artist, and I never could get it, and I finally got it now. You can't use their products, which is for lighter skin, on darker skin and expect to have the same results. You have to use many other products with higher pigmentation and blend that in to whatever's in the middle. So you still have that sparkliness that they have, but here I am adding more intensity with the red, with that purple, and it won't come out red, it will come out with the purple, the fuchsia, pink, what have you. You could do this with any color you want. Here I come with the purple to deepen it a little bit more because that's what they also do with the outer corners. They deepen it and then they kind of blend it. Actually, with Korean makeup, they don't blend it as much as we do, but let's do the blending. It looks more better since we're not using our fingers. And it's all about blending here. I know I said blending a lot, but it really is about blending it in, not too much in and not too much out. Here I'm using to get that sparkly feeling, that sparkling Korean look. I put some highlight in the middle of my eyes, a little bit more on top, and it separates the inner corner and the outer corners, and it has its own look. Oh god, look at it. It's so beautiful. Here I'm using just a lighter highlight color. I think it's a little bit more matte, but it still has some sparkle in it for the inner corners, and we're going to imitate the Korean eye with going under your eye to make it bigger with this light color, and they do like the poofiness under there. I'm separated from my bags, which is natural bags, so it won't become, you know, double hooded under there. Now you line it. I have to line with a puppy eye kind of way, you know, go straight across, go down, and then meet it with the bottom of your eyes, and that becomes a puppy look for me. I can't do it the other way where you just do a line and then connect it down. It looks weird on me. I always have to make mine squarish, and I have no clue why. Maybe it depends on my eye shape. So here I come in with a darker color and buff that out as well. Nothing is ever harsh with Korean makeup. I don't think, yeah, with Korean makeup. So you buff up that bottom line, and again with the harshness. You don't want the harshness of the liner, so you go over that with the same fuchsia and you'll still see the liner, but it looks like you lined your eyes with fuchsia instead of just black. And that's where this is coming in. And you know, dust some of that off and you'll have like a nice muted black looking liner without having that particular color. We're also going to line the bottom of our eyes to make it bigger, because that's the Korean way to have bigger, more softer eyes. And you just buff that out a little bit. Do your eyebrows. Don't do it with an arch. Do it kind of more straight and more natural. Oh, here's the best part. Okay, so we're just going to use the ordinary lipstick with this, you know, on the outside. It could look all crackhead on your skin color, but don't worry, we're gonna fix all that. We're trying to get the gradient lip here, so we're gonna start with the base of whatever this fuchsia is, and also I'm doing the lollipop lip, because when you try to imitate the small lip of an Ulzzang look or a Korean look, it won't work with someone with lips like me. So the lollipop lip kind of, you know, blur it out and make it more poofy in a way, and it still look kind of soft. It's our way of making it soft. Now in the inner most part of our lips we use red, and you know, blend that out. I'm sorry for being out of frame most of the time, but you know, you just blend it out with the pink. Here I'm using a lip gloss that's also fuchsia. I've been saying fuchsia for a lot of my videos. So only in the middle parts, don't go on the outside or you look like you're drooling. Just in the middle parts and then blend that out. And now I'm coming with the deepest one. Now this you could go out with, because you know, if follow the lines of your lips, you're not trying to make your lips smaller, you're trying to make it look Ulzzang. And this kind of makes it look more Ulzzang because, I don't know, they kind of have the bleeding looking lip, you know, like it's kind of, it looks like it's bleeding, but it's not. I don't know, it's just an Ulzzang look, that's how it is. I set over my lip to dry it out a little bit, you know, so it won't move too much, and I go right back in with that same red, right? Do I go back in with the same red? Oh, I haven't done it yet. I think I go back in with the same red. I'm not sure if I did it on camera, but I bring back that lip gloss look with the same red. Here I'm highlighting with a color, with any highlight you want. I don't think I have to specify whatever highlight works with you, but we're going over that highlight with some glitter because, again, the Ulzzang look, to make it look young and playful, you put some glitter over it. I put some basic lashes on. I showed you the lashes before, but it's not heavy, so you're not covering that look that you have done before. Of course I have to put lens in. How could it be Ulzzang without lens? But here's the Ulzzang look. I tried the keep talking approach with this video, so hopefully it's better than the other videos. I do say a lot because I never write these things out, but maybe next time I'll write these things down. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. That was long-winded, wasn't it? Jesus Christ.